office states that you overpaid child support by $13,476.88. And after your son graduated high school, did you continue to receive those child support payments?
I did.
Have you returned any of the excess money since your son graduated high school to Mr. Guy?
No, I have not, sir.
What are the reasons why you didn't return the money?
Emotional, physical needs. I mean, he was never there for my child. It's more to take raising a child than finance.
So is it a hardship for you to repay the $13,000?
It's not, sir, but why should I be obligated to pay something that I feel like I didn't take?
All right, you're both officially under oath. I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Starr call you both as witnesses. The state will have the opportunity to cross-examine. And again, at the end of the hearing, ma'am, if you have anything else you think I need to know that didn't come out during your general testimony because you're a pro se litigant, I will allow you to testify to it in a narrative form, so long as it's relevant. So at this time, Mr. Starr, you can call your first witness, please. Thank you.
I'd like to call my client, Mr. Guy, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Mr. Guy, state your full name for the record, sir.
Stanley Allen Guy.
All right, you may proceed.
All right, and Mr. Guy, will you state your son's name in this case?
Lezebrion Bejor Williams.
Okay, and did he turn 18 years of age on December 13th, 2020?
Yes, he did.
And did he graduate high school in May of 2021?
Yes, sir.
And to your knowledge, since your son graduated high school, have you continued to have your wages garnished for the purposes of child support?
Yes.
Okay. And was the last child support payment you made, did that occur in September of 2022?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you remember uploading to our case management software a document called a financial activity report that you received from the Attorney General's office?
Yes, sir.
All right. To your knowledge, did you alter that document in any way?
Not at all, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd like to submit that document into evidence. I emailed it to you and I believe the Attorney General, but they should have it as well.
You emailed it to Belinda?
Yes, I did.
All right.
State has no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, I must have left it on the bench. Can you go grab it for me, please? Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to move off of the bench and move over here, so.
There's also
it was underneath.
Okay, there's also the state disbursement record. We're going to just enter that into the evidence as well.
All right, I've got it here. Just
okay.
A second here. All right, here we go. And so I'm remarking this as respondent fathers number 1. All right, folks, I know you can't see it very well, but this is the respondent fathers number 1. It is the accounting of the child support that was paid to the state disbursement unit in this case. Is there any reason this should not come into evidence at this time, Mr. Diamond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Williams, is there a legal reason this shouldn't come into evidence, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Respondent fathers 1 is admitted. You may proceed.
All right, Mr. Guy, did you see at the end of that document, the Attorney General's office states that you overpaid child support by $13,476.88?
Yes, sir.
Does that amount seem accurate to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you also remember submitting to our office a document titled Texas Child Support Disbursement Unit Payment Record?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and to your knowledge and belief, was that document altered in any way?
Not at all, sir.
And do you believe the information on that document is correct as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'd like to submit that as Petitioner's Exhibit 2, Your Honor.
All right, I'm marking this as respondent fathers, RF2.
All right, Mr.
All right, any objection to RF2 coming in evidence at this time, Mr. Diamond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Williams, is there a legal reason that this information should not come before the court this time?
No, sir.
All right, RF2 is admitted. You may proceed, Mr. Starr.
Okay. Since your son graduated high school, Mr. Guy, has Ms. Williams paid you back any of the overage amount of child support?
No, sir.
Okay, would you like the court to award you a judgment, $13,476.88, to make up for the excess amount of child support that has been garnished from your check?
Yes, sir.
All right, and would you like the court to award you attorney's fees since you had to hire me to get this money back?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you think the court should hear today, Mr. Guy?
No, sir.
I have no further questions for this witness.
All right, Mr. Diamond.
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, at this time, Ms. Williams, technically you're your own lawyer. I always have pro se litigants, if they have questions, they have to run them through me because I want to make sure that they're relevant. So at this time, ma'am, as your own legal representative, do you have any questions of Mr. Guy?
No, I don't have any questions, sir, but I do have a statement.
All right, well, that's good. That's at the very end, ma'am. Thank you. All right. All right, so Mr. Starr, you can call your next witness, please.
All right, I'll call Ms. Williams, please.
All right, Ms. Williams, take your full name for the record.
Bertina Levette Williams.
All right, thank you, Ms. Williams.
Starr.
Okay. How old is your son now, Ms. Williams?
He's 20 years old.
All right. And when did he turn 18?
He turned 18 in, I think it was 2020 of December 13th.
Okay. And did he graduate high school of May of 2021?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Now from September 17th, from September 7th, 2011 to September 27th, 2022, did you receive child support payments for your son?
I did, sir.
Okay. And after your son graduated high school, did you continue to receive those child support payments?
I did.
All right. Have you returned any of the excess money since your son graduated high school to Mr. Guy?
No, I have not, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Diamond.
Yeah. What are the reasons why you didn't return the money, Ms. Williams?
The reason I didn't return them, sir, in December of 2020, I was notified by the Texas Child Support, and they told me that my case was no longer a court-ordered case. And they also told me that my son's father was always also notified. So how did I know he wasn't doing that on his own to rectify or compensate for what he wasn't doing for my child?
I'm sorry. So the point you're trying to make is that his contribution to your son growing up was insufficient, and this was maybe a way of trying to make things right?
Absolutely, sir. Child support only started in 2011. From 2011 before, I was doing that on my own. He chose when to take care of my child.
So it sounds like it's an equitable argument that child support didn't go back far enough when it was initiated?
It did not. We have 9 years where I did this solely on my own. I mean,
objection, non-responsive. Mrs. Meredith.
All right, here's the deal, ma'am. Yeah, that's not going to fly. Again, this is kind of straightforward. Is there any other reason? I'm sorry, I can't go behind the order of 2011, ma'am. So is there any other reason that you're alleging it happened after 2011 that you should be granted some type of credit for, as far as the overpayment is concerned, ma'am?
Absolutely, sir.
All right, what's the reason, ma'am?
Emotional, physical needs. I mean, he was never there for my child. It's more to take raising a child than finances.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, the medical bills, the dental, and all of these things.
Okay, ma'am.
May I ask the witness a few more questions, Your Honor?
Go right ahead.
Are you in good health currently, Ms. Williams?
I am, sir.
And do you have other family members who have health issues?
I do, sir.
Are they close family members?
Sir, I do. We just lost an auntie just Saturday. Yes.
So I take it you help pay for some of the funeral costs?
I do. I have custody of my nephew as well. I lost my sister. I'm raising him as well.
How old's your nephew?
He's 11.
Okay, here's what I'm getting at. You would have to show that it's a hardship for you to repay this $13,000. So is it a hardship for you to repay the $13,000?
It's not, sir, but why should I be obligated to pay something that I feel like I didn't take?
Okay, here's the deal, ma'am. That you feel is not going to meet the legal standard for me to not order this, ma'am. Again, I've got to have some reason at law. I know you're not a lawyer, but you didn't retain counsel. I gave you the opportunity to do so, and I've got to hold you to the same standard. And right now, I'm not hearing anything that's going to get you to a legal standard of giving some type of forgiveness. I'm going to let the states continue to ask.
You know, the problem with this whole video is that this lady keeps saying, my child, my child, my child. She's not even acknowledging the father. Now, her reasoning for not returning the money is because the state of Texas only accredited him for 2011 present, not 2011 going back. and she feels that she's keeping that money. Well, not feel, she's keeping that money because she feels that he should have been paying from 2011 back. The court is telling her that, the judge is telling her that he cannot go back under the previous judge's order. He has to stay within the boundary and the perimeters of what 2011 child support system has put in place for the father to pay. She's also saying, making the reference that it's not about money, right? It's about emotion. But then, if it's not about money, then give him back the $13,000. She's in one breath. She says it's not about money, but she's talking about medical bills and child care and blah blah. That takes money to do these things. So I don't understand. And I like the judge says, based on your feelings, I can't rule or give you any credit for what you're asking because it's your feelings, it's emotions, right? So she's saying that she don't feel another emotion that she has to pay it back. The attorney that's appointed to her, that just in case she doesn't do what she's supposed to do, the gentleman in the right-hand corner, in the left-hand corner, is asking her some questions about the reason. Is the reason why you can't pay back this child support, give back, reimburse your son's father the money, is because you have financial hardship. And instead of taking the bait, she didn't take the bait because she's into her emotions. She's still stuck and still saying that the reason why she's not paying it back is because he owes her from the past. And like the judge says, I cannot go back on what the previous judge did. I can't undo it. I can only stick with the present. Let's continue.
But again, you can't. I've known people for years who they don't do it. They don't have a darn thing to do with their kids. All they do is pay the child support. And I've been saying for years, the only thing I can order is child support. I can order it based on what the law says I'm supposed to do, and I can't make somebody be a parent. That's not within my purview. So unless there's a,
and then the judge is letting her know that he can't force the father to be a parent, right? All the thing he could do is enforce the law. So if the father doesn't want to participate because he's paying child support, that's on him, right? I'm not saying he shouldn't participate in payment being in his son's life, but I don't know the circumstances why he's not into his son's life. They're not presenting that, so let's continue.
For a reason, ma'am, that the money, and again, I know you're not a lawyer, but I got to hold you to that standard. Unless there's a legal reason for me not to order it, ma'am, then I'm probably having to look at orders. So is there a legal reason that you know of, ma'am?
It's not, sir.
Okay. All right, you may proceed, Mr. Diamond.
I don't know. There's much more I can add at this point, Your Honor.
All right, then.
A pass witness, sir.
Okay, anything on redirect, Mr. Starr?
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, first off, I got to ask, obviously, we're all sitting there. I don't think, does the state have any witnesses that the state wishes to call at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Williams, do you have any witnesses you?
So the gentleman in the left-hand corner is the state, right? So that's the state. That's not her attorney. So let me retract that. That's not her attorney. That's the state. Above him is the judge. Across from the judge is the father's lawyer, and below is the father. So let me take that back. That is not her appointed attorney. That's the state.
Call at this time, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
All right, at this time, I'll listen to closing arguments, and I'll start with you, Ms. Williams, again. Why shouldn't the court do what the court has been requested to do by the Pritchard firm in this matter? So, ma'am, thank you. This is your time to make a statement, another statement on the record, ma'am. Thank you.
No further comments, sir.
All right, Mr. Starr?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to reiterate the law I stated in my opening remarks. 154.012 of the Family Code.
If you experience sexual abuse at any of the New York...
So I'm going to pause the video right there, and I'm going to make my comments. You see, we have to take accountability for the selection we make in our lives, because at the end of the day, the child is who pays for this. In this, for instance, the father is paying child support, but he does not want to be into the child's life. And like the judge is trying to explain to her, is that he could only go by the law. So people a lot of times come to court, and this is why it's very important to come into court with a lawyer, because a lawyer does not come to court with talking to you about feelings. He's coming to talk to the court about the law and what in the law why should something not be enforced. That's what the lawyer's job is for, to interpret the law. A lot of people don't come to court with a lawyer because they feel that by they coming in and present their argument on an emotional standpoint, they could win the trial. Sometimes, some cases, it works, but based on the law and the parameter that the judge is dealing with this, he cannot step out of that based on your feelings or your emotions. And he made it clear to her that, you have to give me something based on the law why you should not pay this, right? Absent that, he has to go by the letter of the law. So it is funny when men have to pay child support, how men could lose their livelihood. They could lose their license, they could go to jail, they could lose their job. There's just so many things a man could lose when he doesn't pay child support. Women always say that they want to be equal, and they fought for equality. Why is it this has not been taken to the point where this woman goes to jail for taking an overpayment, and her reason for not paying it back, or the reason she's not going to pay it back, is because of emotional support? If we want to be equal and hold everybody accountable, then he has to be accountable on her end too. She should be responsible for paying back the child support, and if she don't pay it back, go to jail. That's what equality is about. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments.